Alright, man. Wow. Okay. Are we ready? Check, check. Is this on? What's up, my nuggets? Did I not say that at the start of the second one? I don't think I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry in advance. How's everybody going? Welcome to part 3 of my Hearthstone Pro Elite tutorial videos. Just kidding. Yeah. If you're new to this series, and if you haven't seen these videos before, I play Hearthstone now. A trading card game. It's not a trading card game. It's a card game with fake cards online. Because I'm that nerd, okay? It's actually really fun. I would have to say up front that if you haven't seen the first episode, I would watch that. I would also watch the second episode too, because I heard it's just as good and just as educational. That's right. This is an education channel now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop right into it. I'm going to go ahead and play the rogue this time. If you're like, well, why aren't you playing the warrior? Why aren't you playing the shaman? You obviously haven't seen my first two videos, and you might be confused, especially if you don't know what this game is. But I'm going to pause 1 second. Okay, I'm assuming everyone who wanted to go watch the first two videos have watched the first two videos, and if not, I will thoroughly enjoy leaving you in the dark. You deserve it. Okay, so we're going to play the rogue this time. I'm going to go ahead and choose the rogue. Which is a class that we haven't seen yet. In the first two episodes, all we saw was the warrior and the shaman. So we're going to play the rogue, and I think we're going to keep with the pattern of playing against the class that we will play next. So I think we're going to play against the paladin, which is right here, which will be next episode. If you want to watch me play the paladin but don't want to watch me play against the paladin, exit out of this video, come back tomorrow. My apologies. So, rogue against paladin, fight. Alright, so our first two, this is insane. I've talked for like over an hour straight, and my mouth is just starting to turn into a ball of cotton. So forgive me if I take a few sips of water during this commentary, but I want to get through these while I'm all on the same brain wavelength. So yeah, let's get right into it. The rogue, their class is like I said in the last video. Each class has their own class-specific cards. Rogue's class is kind of evolved around combos, and also around her hero power is actually a dagger that she can use. So right here, these two are class-specific cards. So as you can see, assassinate, destroy an enemy minions, or sap, return an enemy minion to your opponent's hand. Don't really like this card. I think it's kind of weird, but it can be useful. We'll get to it later. Goldshire Footman. What a hilariously not very good card, but that's okay. We're gonna keep him because he's 1 mana, and I don't have to go through why I'm going to pick him because he's 1 mana, and I don't even have to go through what I'm doing right now, because if you want to know, watch the first 2 episodes and you'll be up to snuff for sure. So we mulliganed to this and we got it back. This could be the second one that we have in our deck, or it could be that. I don't know if you can draw the exact card that you mulliganed away. We'll have to see. Okay, so he lays down Mr. Goldshire Footman. So we have 2 Goldshire Footmans. You know what? I think he's ready for action. We do have the coin, and we could just sap him back into his hand, but that's just kind of wasteful. We could also coin into their hero power, which is a dagger. Now this dagger is interesting because If I were to coin into this dagger right now, I would have a 1/2 dagger, which does 1 damage, but it has 2 durability, so I can use it twice. Also, if you're a hero attacking other characters and not attacking the hero, then you can take damage. So I would take 1 damage this turn, and he would still have 1 health. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to ready ourselves for action, and then we're going to go ahead and end our turn. And we'll see what he puts down. Alright, so these guys are pretty much just going to trade outright. Now, he used his hero power, which is to summon a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit. This Mr. Silverhand Recruit, 1 attack, 1 damage. Pretty self-explanatory as to what it is. So what I'm going to do in response to that is, since he used his hero power, I feel like I need to use mine. I'm going to use my hero power. And it doesn't really matter which one of these guys that I attack with my hero, because they're both going to do 1 damage to me. But I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy, and attack this guy. And now we have a clean board. It's pretty much even right now, except for my dagger sticks around 1 more turn. So if he spawns one of those 1/1s, I can kill it and not use any mana in the process. So we'll see if that's exactly what he does, which may, and well, okay. So he's going to spawn his Stone Tusk Boar. Again, I'm not a big fan of these cards, but they tend to be in the basic packs. So now he has 2 1/1s, which is fine, because what I'm going to do here is, I think I'm going to coin into a 4-drop, because I have the coin, because I went second, and I have 2 different 4-drops that I can use. Now, obviously, I think it's self-explanatory that I'm going to kill that with my big old dagger. Now, I don't have any more daggers left. I could get another dagger with 2 mana, but you can only attack with your hero once per turn. So even if I got this dagger, I wouldn't be able to attack him again. So now we go on to what 4-drop should I use. Now I could use this one, which has 2 attack and 4 health. This one also has 2 attack and 4 health. This one draws a card, so I would get an extra card. Now if you have a card that's Battle Cry is draw a card, it's basically like a free card. You do waste your mana that turn putting into play, but it is a free card nonetheless, as far as if you're keeping track of cards. He only has 4, I have all these. So, or I could summon this guy, which has 2/4, and he also summons a 2/1 mechanical dragonling. Now this 2/1 has 2 attack and 1 health, which may seem better if you want more minions on the field, except for if you look at what he can attack with next round, which is this guy, which has 1 attack, which can kill that 2/1 dragonling and be at an advantage for him. So what I'm going to do is, I hope that kind of made sense. What I'm going to do is, I think the safer play is to coin this dude out, or this lady out, so that will draw me a card. Dropping some frames here, I apologize for that, but it's a card game, so you're not missing much in those frames. Okay, so he responds with a Gnomish Inventor of his own, and see, like I said, he killed that, and all is well. So now we have 4. Now I could send this back to his hand, and it would cost him another 4 mana to cast, but he would also get another card from the Battle Cry. So that doesn't seem much like something that I would want to do. I have Sinister Strike, which deals 3 damage to the enemy hero, which if you've watched the other videos before, you know that I'm not about doing damage to the hero until I've completely overwhelmed his board. I have Assassinate, destroy an enemy minion. I could assassinate him, just kidding. I only have 4 mana, and that costs 5. So, basically what we're looking at here is, there's no way for me to kill this on my turn. I could summon this, which would give me another 2/4 and a 2/1. Or I could summon 2 of these guys, or I could summon 1 of those guys and put my dagger. Again, this is pretty much the area where you would make your own decision. I'm gonna go ahead and summon this, because no matter what this thing attacks, it will still be trading well. So, and I'm going to not attack him, which you're probably asking yourself, well, why wouldn't you attack him? Well, actually, I could have attacked him there. It's kind of up in the air. If I have more minions on the board, I want to make him choose which one to attack, especially if there's no clear good trade for him. Like, if he attacks this one or this one, they both stay alive, and he only has 2 health. If he attacks this one dies, but he only has 2 health, and I can kill these with them both staying alive next turn. So, I don't know. There's no good trade for him to make here, which is why okay. Whoa, okay. Loss of frames. Holy crap. Alright. What is going on? I think I might need to stop the video here after this video, because I don't know what's going on, but hold on. Let me let me change my recording settings here real fast. I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Hopefully that's better. My computer was struggling on resources. You know, perks of recording in high definition. I do it all for you guys. Okay, so we're back. Nothing happened, except for me fixing my stuff. So, right now, he did a lot there. He killed my little dragon guy. He didn't do anything to him, but this guy has a Battle Cry, which deals 1 damage to whoever he wants. So he chose to knock off that little dragon guy, and which was a pretty good move. And he also attacked this into this. They both survived. Which is, like I said, there wasn't a real good trade for this one to do, but I think overall it was kind of a toss-up. So now we have 5 mana to choose from. We could assassinate somebody, but you know, none of these guys are really It's still kind of laggy, isn't it? I don't know. I'll have to see. So what I think is we have 5 mana. We could use this guy who has charge, and he has 2 attack, which is just enough to kill pretty much anything on the board. Also, he has charge. We could also put these 2 down. We could do any combination of this. What I think I'm going to do is summon my dagger. Yeah, this is like really bad frames right now. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Hopefully it fixes itself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and kill this thing. I'm going to kill this thing. I'm going to kill this thing. And then since I still have 3 mana left, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I could do Sinister Strike. And again, this is kind of a toss-up. I mean, I have the extra mana this turn, and I don't have it to spend on anything else. And since I'm eventually going to get this guy's health down to 0, I might as well. I mean, you could hold on to Sinister Strike for things like combo cards and stuff, but I'm not even sure if there's any combo cards in the standard rogue deck. So, okay, so he pulled out a Stormwind Knight of his own, and he also popped down a Silverhand Recruit. So we can deal with that Silverhand Recruit almost immediately with our dagger, which we saved our second durability from the last round. We have 6 mana to work with, which, as far as I'm concerned, I think I'm going to pop down this guy, give him a little taste of his own charge medicine, because I don't want him trading for this, and I want to keep both these guys alive. So I have 2 mana to work with. I could summon a dagger, so I'll have 2 charges just in the bank. Like I said before, you can't attack twice during one turn, so I couldn't just attack him with my dagger, although I wouldn't want to anyways. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put more pressure on the board against him. Now, the Paladin, which is this guy, does have a spell which does 2 damage to every enemy minion on the field, which would be really bad if he did that. It would have killed pretty much all my guys except for this guy. But that's okay, because he doesn't have it, and he didn't use it, so I'm still safe. Now, this guy has 6 health, and he also gives... he costs 7 mana, so 6/6 for 7. If you call back to my Is It Worth It card identification, might not seem worth it, because it's 7 mana, and it averages out to a 6 stat, but it also gives all your other minions +1/+1. So it's really good if you have a lot of other minions out on the field, which he doesn't have a lot of other minions out on the field. So this is kind of just like maybe a desperation move on his part. I'm not quite sure. Also, he is a computer. So there is that. I could return this to his hand. This is kind of a good time for Sap because it makes him have to spend 7 mana again to get this guy out. So basically, I'm spending 2 mana and making him spend 14 mana on this guy if he wants to play him. So that's kind of a good thing. I could also assassinate him and just get rid of him altogether. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the little schemer play in me, and I'm going to sap him. And then if he puts him out again, I'm going to assassinate him. I think. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking right now. But I'd like to take this opportunity to draw a card, since I have the extra mana. And I apologize about these frames. It might be fine for you guys, but I doubt it. And I'm also going to Sinister Strike him. I'm just going to go ahead and go straight to the face on this guy. I mean, he has no minions on the field, so I'm going to go ahead and hit him there, hit him there, hit him there, and end my turn. This game might be over before it started. Okay, so now he didn't spend the other 7 mana to put him out. Instead, he put down a big taunt guy, which is like, he's like, oh man, I'm going to guard myself. He's never going to be able to get through this taunt. Now, I am very thankful that I did not use my assassinate, because he also, not only did he put down the taunt, but he also spent an extra mana to give that minion a divine shield. Now, what a divine shield is, it's basically a shield that will block his health from 1 attack. So if I attack him with any of these minions, they're not going to do any damage to him because he has a divine shield up. Now, once that divine shield's gone and he's been hit once, then he can be, he can start taking damage. But basically, I could hit him with this guy. I could hit him with all 3 of these guys and end up killing him, or I could just go ahead and use my assassinate, which would completely go through the Divine Shield, and it would just get rid of him altogether. So like I said, I'm glad that I just sapped his Stormwind Knight, wherever he was. He's passed in the history. But so there we go. I have a full board to go 100% into his face and bring him down to 3 health once I get this dagger out. So unless he puts up a ginormous taunt that I somehow can't deal with and do 3 damage to him, it looks like it's going to be game over for him next turn. He again now has used 14 mana to give this guy 15 mana to lay this guy out and give him Divine Shield. But like I said before, we do not have to attack this guy. Although if we really wanted to, we could. But I actually am just going to go ahead and Raptor him to death. And that is game. So just like that, I think the Rogue victory was a little bit quicker despite those technical difficulties. But right now I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I'm going to go ahead and restart my computer so that the next video hopefully won't have these little stutter steps in it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I will talk to you guys next time. Peace, Nuggets.